3v3 got moved over. Victor Austin says hello. Hello to Victor from Austin.
Looks like it's going to be the countdown now in 3.
Also, Victor's girlfriend says yes, interview
1.
Victor. Game start. There goes Victor. And by Victor, I mean VT. Victor has a V and a T. Man, the dots are all coming together now. But we see CU Boulder and VT both on the field. I can hear some early projectiles. Difficult to tell exactly where they're coming from.
Oh, that is the Sentry shooting all the way across the field.
Wow!
To a first blood.
VT Sentry able to get that kill. That's exactly what we were talking about, Matt. Those Sentries able to deal a lot of damage.
That Sentry is attacking all the way into the repair zone.
There's nothing that CU can do. Their reload zone is accessible to the Sentry of VT. They can't even get ammunition.
Many hoots and hollers coming from the side of VT because that is an extremely dangerous sight to watch as the Sentry scores yet another kill. The Sentry cannot level up. However, it is a very formidable tool whenever it's used correctly.
That was a cool view right there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You got to see the level up system in action. VT Sentry continuing to be the MVP and really push this team forward as it kills over and over. Now, VT Red Standard 3 able to take some shots. We're in the camera. We can see the shots. They're connecting. Great job from Virginia Tech.
VT seems to have
Look at this. CU Boulder's firing back. They're going over their barrel heat limit. They got to be careful not to accidentally die, but they are firing back with their standard. It's great to have a match where we have
Here's a first-person point of view.
This is VT's standard right here that we're in. Running around. There we go.
Great point of view. Also, we're seeing VT definitely got over their stage fright from their earlier showing. They are not afraid to go ahead and press the attack.
Beast Mode Games 13, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. We really appreciate those. Here they go. Both teams. There we go. CU Boulder continuing to deal damage with that standard. Neither team has hit the Sentry. So both teams are effectively tied. This is going to be a close game. We're at 3 minutes, and neither team has run away with it. Chat, this is the kind of game we like to see. Cheer for your favorite team. Come on, Victor's cousins. Come on.
That's going to be an ace on the infantry side of robots, and that's going to start being some Sentry damage very soon as the Sentry is now taking damage. Boulder Sentry sustains about 400 points of damage.
There we go. We see the CU Boulder standard back online, the hero back online as well. If they can get the hero over there, this could be a pretty close game. It's still quite close.
You can see that ammo menu, actually, as the first-person point of view.
Midnight Warlow says, go Buffs! There's plenty of hope left in this match for both teams. If they can get some damage down onto that Sentry from the Buffaloes, they could easily bring this right back to a tied-up game.
Given we do not hear the vacuum cleaner, that means the 42mm flat wheels are probably not operational on that hero. But the hero from Boulder still does have a 17mm launcher.
Jimmy says, rush the base, Buffs. Rush the base. With 2 minutes left to go, it's not a bad piece of advice. They could just go straight for the base, although I think the base is invulnerable right now.
The base is, and it's got that beefy amount of a shield on it.
Yep. All right, here we go. VT continuing to deal a couple shots of damage to that Sentry.
And that's going to knock both infantry robots offline. I believe that's the VT standard. Still putting in work from across the court.
So neither team's hero really getting too involved here, but the standard work has been pretty good. Formidable amount of standard damage out of each robot.
Looks like they're now lining up. Oh, we're seeing some movement.
There we go.
Sentry.
Very nice. CU Boulder Sentry is moving. That's great to see. Also, Virginia Tech able to land some good shots there from their standard.
On a moving target.
Yep.
We've seen them hit the not moving targets. Now they are hitting those moving targets with just as much ease as the non-moving ones.
1 minute left in the match. It's still a close game. Oh, I heard a hero shot. Probably. Was that just the Sentry?
That was VT's hero hitting the Sentry. Oh, the VT
Virginia Tech's hero is functional and firing. They're missing the armor panel every time, but very consistently. They're hitting they're hitting the base in the exact same spot. But if they can line it up,
here's that point of view.
They're still a little low. They're still a little low. They're gonna do it though. I believe they have 30 seconds left. They still haven't hit it, but they're gonna.
That Sentry getting absolutely melted by Red Standard 3.
Oh, there we go, a Sentry kill. Hey, they're hitting the hero shots. Virginia Tech landing the hits, doing the damage. with 15 seconds left in the game. It's not close anymore. 600, 700 damage, 800 damage coming across from Virginia Tech onto the CU Boulder side, and it will be a VT victory in round 1 of this best of 2.
Colorado Boulder needs to change some things up in order for a different outcome to occur.
Looks like we're good to
going
go.
right in.
Awesome.
You're
That
jumping
is
in.
what we love to see. Chat, thanks for the love. Thanks for the compliments. It means a lot. We're halfway. We're 3/4 of the way through the first day. We've been here for about 12 hours, so it's time for nice words. All right, game start. VT versus Colorado Boulder. It was close for the first 2 minutes of the last game. We'll see if they can keep it even longer this time from CU Boulder. All right, some early shots coming out from both sides. The standards really, it's that VT Sentry that's firing long range. CU Boulder using their hero almost as a bodyguard, as a tanky shield, but it can't tank for too long. My man's goes down.
And that loud smack was going to be the Sentry for CU slamming into the side wall.
All right. Both of the CU robots have revived. Both of them going to the ammo location at the same time. But again, their ammo location not very safe. Virginia Tech taking some shots at the Sentry of CU Boulder, dealing a little bit of damage. I believe they're down to 580 instead of 600.
Yes,
so
and that's gonna
two
be
hits landing.
2 of those 17mm shots. It is hard to line up, especially on a moving target. VT, I believe, does have CV with their aiming. It might not be working. At least
CU their Sentry's moving good now. All right, we are in the cockpit of the VT robots.
VT's hero does have a 17mm mounted on the side.
Here we go. We're in VT standard now, and they're rushing the reload point, coming in here onto the standard and the hero of
both
Colorado
out
Boulder.
as it moves to the
They get the
Sentry.
kills. He's moving on to the Sentry, dealing quite a bit of damage here.
You can see in the middle of, or the outside of that reticle, you can see the little bar heating up. That is the barrel heat. That is, if that gets to full, your screen goes blurry and your robot starts taking damage, meaning you need to slow down your fire rate, and that can be upgraded through the level up mechanic. So you'll be able to shoot faster for longer, which is something that has to happen at the higher levels, which is what happens over the course of the game as the game goes on, and you earn experience through either kills or time.
Yep. Tough Buff wants to know how many more matches left today. I have no idea. There's supposed to be like 8. I don't think we're getting all those done today because of the technical issues, but I will let you know when I know.
Now that teams have started to go through inspection a lot faster, and every team I think that has competed now has been inspected 100%. Every team at the competition has been inspected. Makes it easy for the next pass of inspections to go through.
The CU Boulder Sentry ramming again into the rail quite vigorously. But it's alive and it's still moving. I don't think it's firing, but it's not dead, which is good.
It looks like it's locking, but it is, like you're saying, not firing. Locking is half of the problem, though, because it looks like it is snapping to a point.
It is looking at the robots. The hero once again trying to take shots at the base of CU. Just a little low. It is hard to tell from that first-person point of view, which you now have. Take a look at this VT hero. Look at that. You can see from the VT hero's perspective, you can see the CU Sentry lock onto him and stare at him for a minute.
And that's a very scary sight to see if the Sentry was able to fire back. But
that's
sadly,
right,
it looks like it's not able to fire back.
Because if it's locking on, that means the computer vision is not the problem. It's actually most likely the communication between the computer vision and the embedded systems.
And the computer vision is the hardest part, I would think, on the Sentry, because that's the hardest part to recognize that target.
And it looks like the standard for Virginia Tech is able to take down the Sentry of Colorado Boulder, which will probably cement them this win. With only 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go, it would be a monumental task for CU Boulder to be able to come back from here.
And as we've seen, CU just get shut down the second they try to get back up, because that Sentry is so dangerous. The Sentry only has 500 projectiles that it's able to shoot, so once it runs out of that, it will just, even if it can shoot and has the capability as VT shows, they might have code in it so that if they shoot a certain amount of projectiles, they won't shoot anymore at a longer range in the event they might miss, and they want to save more for closer protection. That would be a lot more accurate to make sure they're not able to get hit.
CU Boulder has been pushed back far enough that their standard is sitting next to the reload point and firing from there, so it just got a reload while firing.
I mean,
creative and effective.
Anything
so
works.
There we go.
Talking about the vacuum cleaner and that frontline ammo supply, if you're able to just supply yourself with ammo while they're engaging you, then and be able to engage right back.
And I
That's
can
what you
hear the vacuum cleaner noise coming from CU, but I do not see the hero robot firing anything still, so I'm not sure what issues they're having.
need. Looks like at least they're firing something. Looks like they might have
some
garnered the
long
attention
shots.
of the hero.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. Look at that. CU Boulder able to hit some shots onto the hero from really far away, and
like
now
the
they're going to go
standard is
1v1 versus
staring
the
them
UW
down.
standard. Look at that, the health bar of the UW standard. Ooh. All right, got him down
Yep.
about half, and then no, I'm sorry, I keep saying UW. I mean VT. VT able to take that skirmish very well.
VT staring at him saying, not today, and
There we go. There we go.
dumping the rest of his projectiles.
There's the Virginia
Straight.
Tech that we were expecting. That
Yep.
was